Hey, we're live. Hello, hello. If you are here yet, we will start the recording. And we are using Google Hangouts. Ironically, we probably should have used Facebook Live, but at the moment, we're using good old Google Hangouts through Webinar Jam. So I'm kind of doing this old school. One of the reasons for that is that I wanted to try Google Hangouts and Webinar Jam while they're still using Google Hangouts to see how they broadcast directly to YouTube. So we're supposed to be going direct to YouTube Live now as well. So we're trying to kill two birds with one stone here. But if you're looking for the Facebook webinar, you're in the right place. Rocco the Pug is here, as always. What you doing, Rocco? Want to say hi? I don't know what he's doing. I'm looking over there and he's sniffing around at something. So we're going to get started right at the top of the hour. Just a moment. If you are listening to the recording, we'll get started in just a minute. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it, and we're going to share with you lots and lots of cool info about Facebook Live, which is changing and evolving rapidly. In some ways, it's getting much easier, but it's also getting a little more complex as they continue to add features. So let me just check the room here. Awesome. We got some folks here. Thank you for being here. I do appreciate it. And I will do my best to make the most of your time and do this as quickly and efficiently as possible. Assuming Rocco stays out of trouble. You okay, Rocco? Rocco the Pug back on the scene. All right, I've got top of the hour, so let's get right into it. We are recording, we are going, and we are here for Facebook Live Demystified. If you're here live, we are doing this live. It's not one of those recorded webinars. We're doing it live as of February 15th, 2017. And if you listen to the recording, that's cool too. The reason that's important is because less than 12 hours ago, Facebook made some new changes. So what I'm going to do for you is play this quick little video. It's less than a minute long, where Facebook basically explains the very new latest changes. Don't worry, there's no sound, so if you don't hear anything, don't panic. But I'm going to show you this right now, assuming it'll play for us. Let's give it a shot.
Nobody can read lips, he said. I'm sorry, I was too busy talking to Nicole. Dad, I didn't realize you guys. Did I tell you I was going to make these really cute Rice Krispie treats with googly eyes? I mean, are those not the cutest things? And delicious. So I'm going to do that after Nicole leaves, but hopefully she's going to log back in. Thanks, reading.
All right, so that's the newest, latest, and greatest. And the big news is, hi, Vicky, is basically Facebook is going to start to play your videos in Facebook Live with sound on the phone, on your mobile device, not on the desktop, from what I understand. So that may either be really great or it may be really annoying. You can also scroll through videos, as you can see, as you saw in the little video, and some other things that are just getting a lot more usability, even where you can actually keep watching the video and it'll stay on your screen really small as you scroll through other stuff. So changes are afoot in Facebook Live. That's what we're here to talk about and keep you up to date on the latest, and also share some tips and tricks and best practices on Facebook Live. So that is new as of about 8 o'clock last night. So that's about as new as you can get. I do want to mention that this webinar and training is sponsored by my Facebook Live challenge, which starts next Monday. So just to be totally transparent, this is essentially a sneak peek and a preview at our 7-day Facebook Live challenge, where we do daily video tutorials for 7 days and give you a chance to practice your Facebook Live broadcasts in the safety of the private group or even to yourself. And I'll show you how to do that in a moment. So if you're interested in the 7-day Facebook Live challenge that starts on Monday, just visit loubortone.com/FBL. And if you'd like a copy of these slides, I think we have about 50 or so, just stay till the end and you can get the entire best practices checklist as well as the slides. So these are some stats from 2016, but they're still pretty relevant. And the biggest one probably is that Facebook has an average of 8 billion with a B daily video views. Another thing that's interesting to note from this little infographic here is that videos have 135% greater organic reach than photo posts on average. So if you are posting video and you are doing Facebook Live, you are going to get more reach, you're going to get more play, you're going to have more prominence in the Facebook news feed. So make sure that you know, if you are going to do Facebook Live, you are going to have some real benefits. Why do Facebook Live? Well, as I said, Facebook favors video, and your content is much more apt to get shown in the news feed, much more apt. And remember, Facebook has 1.39 billion users, so you're tapping into an audience that's already there. So you are reaching a huge audience that's built in for you. The other great thing, or a few other great things about Facebook Live, I'm going to make my screen a little bit bigger so I can actually read it, is that after you do your Facebook Lives, those videos live on. They don't go away like Periscope or Snapchat. They stay in your timeline and they have life after the live broadcast. Another benefit to Facebook Live is that it's really flexible. You can use it on your mobile device. You can use it from a tablet. You can use it from the desktop, which is a little bit more complicated. But there are a lot of new third-party apps and sites and software for Facebook Live that make it easier, and I will share those with you as well. If you have any questions or comments, Diane says I'm cutting out on the computer. Maybe my internet connection. I don't believe on Google Hangouts there's any way to get in by phone. I'll just try and shut down my other tab so that I can make sure I have a good connection here. Looks like we're okay there. So I'll do the best I can, and I'll make a clean recording if need be. But hopefully my internet connection will clear up a little bit, and I'll try and cut down on the other clutter. So Facebook Live, what can you use it for? You can use it for Q&A broadcasts. You can do Ask Me Anything Facebook Lives. You can use it for mini webinars like this, or demos, or reviews, or the ever popular unboxing when people get new products and they review them and they open them up for the first time. Perfect for Facebook Live. You can do behind the scenes things or tours. So for instance, I could say, you know, here's a look at my video studio and show you behind the scenes. Facebook Live is also perfect for live events, whether you're promoting an event, doing an event, or reviewing or recapping an event. And I'll also show you some ways to do interviews and group coaching inside of Facebook groups with Facebook Live. So we're going to get a lot more into this, obviously, in the 7-day Facebook Live challenge next week, but I want to give you a pretty good overview and give you some great content right now as well. So Facebook Live is perfect for sharing those live moments. Thank you, John and Tony, for letting me know you can hear me okay. For sharing those moments, could be spur of the moment. So it's really authentic, really real. You don't have to worry much, obviously, about lighting or production. You just kind of fire up the phone and go. So I was at lunch not long ago with a couple of colleagues, and I said, let's do a real quick Facebook Live and just say hi to folks. So we did one that was less than a minute long, but we got you know, over 150 views on it, just for a quick little, hey, hello, here we are, I just wanted to say hi. So again, nothing fancy, just a real impromptu, spur of the moment video, and lo and behold, you know, we had like 112 viewers almost instantly, and people were commenting. And again, it's just very great for that in the moment, on the fly kind of video. So here's how you get started if you have not done so already. It's very easy. From your mobile phone, you'll see a little camera icon right where the status usually is. So if there's any doubt that Facebook is making video a priority, just look at your phone and see how they want you to, check in. You can check in by photo or live, with live video. And it's really just like creating any regular status update from your phone or mobile device. Doesn't really matter which way you hold the phone, because Facebook will correct it either way. Oh, excellent. Diane says she can hear me pretty well on the phone. Angela, I don't know why you're not hearing us, but I think our audio is good on this end. So we'll keep plugging along here. Hi, Rocco. What are you doing? All right. And also, just a quick note, if you're going to do a Facebook Live, make sure that you've got enough battery power. I've had it happen before where I've been in the middle of a Facebook Live and all of a sudden the phone just dies because I didn't have enough battery. So be sure your phone is charged. Be sure that you've got a good connection. It's, good Wi-Fi. You may want to put your phone on mute or airplane mode so it doesn't ring during your broadcast. Obviously, you want to check the battery power. And if you want to have people and you're doing your Facebook Live publicly on your timeline, you may want to promote it ahead of time as well. So easy peasy. You just, again, check the live video. This is a shot that I took from across the desk here with Rocco and Bailey when they were sleeping on the couch. And again, you just simply check your settings. So do you want it to be public? Do you want it to be private? Do you want it to be only to a certain group? And you type in your description and you're pretty much good to go. You'll see yourself before you go live. So don't panic like I did. And you'll even see that you can switch the phone and do either, selfie mode or camera mode. And that's it. It's really just a couple of clicks on the phone to be up and running and live. You'll see the infamous blue Go Live button. Again, you want to create a compelling title so that people know what they're watching. On this screenshot, you might notice that, oh, great, Angela, you can hear me now. Yay. That I put this broadcast for only me. I set the privacy setting for only me because I was just doing this as a practice one. So you can do practice Facebook Lives if you change the privacy setting to only me, because then you'll be the only one who sees it, obviously. Otherwise, you change that to public if you want the rest of the world to see it as well. Again, you hit that blue Go Live button and you are good to go. One of the things and one of the common mistakes for Facebook Live is that obviously if we're using our phone to do this, we may not be holding it all that steady. So one of the things you want to consider is using a tripod or something to hold the camera nice and steady, especially if you're doing anything longer than a few minutes, because you're going to tend to wobble a bit. Once you're live, you'll see numbers. This one that I did here for Valentine's Day was just a goofy one that I did for only me as a test, so I don't have any viewer numbers. But typically, it will tell you, there's 7 viewers, there's 10 viewers, there's 15 viewers, and that's it. So it is not that difficult. When you're broadcasting, you'll see a red live button at the top that will ensure you that you're live. You'll see if people are making comments, you'll see those comments below your video so that you can react to those. People can also react with emojis like the thumbs up or the smile or things like that. And again, at the very top in this particular sample, this guy had 4,500 views, so that's not too shabby. You can see how many people are watching. And again, he's in the South Pole with penguins, so he's got a very interesting video there, obviously. But you'll be able to see the comments and respond to comments and give shout outs to people as you go. Another thing that Facebook Live has, which is getting a little bit more like Instagram and Snapchat, is they have a whole bunch of goofy filters. You saw one of them before here when I was doing my Valentine's emojis. All of those are right on the phone. So when you're doing a Facebook Live, you can add goofy emojis or masks or things like that. You can change the color or tint. You can draw on the screen You can, they've got little colors here that you can use to draw live right on the screen, so you can annotate or add drawings to your video. If you want to go really crazy, you can download the MSQRD app at msqrd.me, which is a free app for the iPhone. Not sure if they have it for Android. But in any case, it just basically lets you put on goofy masks and turns your Facebook Lives into, I don't know, it's just another level of goofiness if you choose to go in that direction. I'm going to check the comments here real quick. How do you post it to YouTube afterwards? I will show you that. There's not really a preview room before you go live, Norris, other than you're going to see yourself and that blue go live button before you go live. So this is your preview, basically. In this case, I was shooting outwards instead of selfie mode. But once you hit that go live button, then you're live. So there's not really much of a preview other than you're going to see yourself on screen before you do go live. So once you are live, you want to acknowledge your viewers. It's totally okay. Hey, Susie, I see that you're out there. Thanks for commenting. You can answer questions because it's interactive and people can ask questions or make comments during your video. You can ask your viewers to subscribe or share. Hey, if you liked what you see here, make sure you share this video. And you, like with any video that you do, you should also have some kind of call to action before you sign off, whether that's go sign up for this, go, visit me here, watch this on Facebook, whatever it may be. Definitely want to have a call to action in your video. Once you're done, you'll see there's a red finish button at the bottom, and that's where you sign off. You click the red finish button, and the video will then save to your camera roll if you indicate to save it to your camera roll. You also will get an option to upload a higher quality video, and I usually do that. And once it's saved to my camera roll, I can then upload it to YouTube if I choose to do that. So to answer Diane's question, once the Facebook video is done, yes, you can and should upload it to YouTube. Now, one of the great things about Facebook Live is that the replay remains in your timeline, which means after you're done broadcasting, people can continue to watch it, people can continue to comment on it, and you can reshare it to get additional exposure. So I did a really quick Facebook Live last night, just about 5 minutes or so. And this morning, I reshared it in my timeline. So I'm kind of giving it new life for people that didn't necessarily see it last night. You can continue to respond to comments because even when the broadcast is over, people can make comments on the recording. So that gives you an opportunity for additional interaction. Yeah, John says live means live. There is no preview. Yeah, once you're live, you're live. But remember, you can broadcast to only you if you choose to just do a practice run. A few other things here after your broadcast. Share your video to other Facebook pages or groups. So what I did with my video, hi Rocco, was I shared my video, which was on my timeline. I shared it to the private Facebook Live challenge group so that they would be able to see it as well. Again, you can continue to respond to comments, which is great because it makes it really interactive. You can and should upload it to YouTube or your blog. Basically, it's like any existing video, except it's on Facebook. You can even edit the video afterwards, which is optional, but if you really wanted to, you could edit the video. You can change the thumbnail, all the usual things that you can do with video. So again, a few uses for Facebook Live: share quick tips, answer your viewer questions, do Q&As. You can take your audience behind the scenes, whatever it is that you do in your niche. Maybe you give folks sort of a sneak peek of behind the scenes. You can host interviews or share live moments at events or activities. You can broadcast live events. You can preview or promote your other content. So again, I used my Facebook Live last night to promote this webinar. So again, you can use it as a promotional tool as well. I want to share also a couple of the third party or accessories to Facebook Live. Some of these are a little pricey, so it's a little bit more advanced, but one of the relatively new apps or pieces of equipment that's come out is a camera specifically for Facebook Live. It's called the Mevo, M-E-V-O, and you can find that at getmevo.com. It's a little pricey. I do not own this camera at this point. I know several colleagues who do, and are pretty happy with it, because you can basically do long shots, mid shots, close-ups, various things for Facebook Live, and you can control that all from your phone. So it's like having a little bit more of a professional studio. Again, this is all kind of optional extra stuff for your Facebook Lives. If you decide to get real serious about it and do it regularly, you may want to look at the Mevo camera, designed specifically for Facebook Live. If you're going to be doing this regularly, you might consider getting a special microphone that connects to your smartphone. In this case, this is a Rode SmartLav lavalier mic for the iPhone, and that is about $80. Again, I don't use this because I don't usually when I'm doing my Facebook Lives, I'm close enough to the phone that I don't really need an external microphone. But if you're going to be at an event, or if there's going to be ambient noise and things like that, you might consider getting a separate lav mic that connects to your smartphone. This one that I'm showing you here is at Amazon. Additionally, at Amazon, and again, these are not affiliate links or anything, it's just FYI, you can actually get a stand to hold your smartphone and or iPad in place while you broadcast. So that's going to give you a nice steady shot if you set this up ahead of time. Maybe you could use the iPad, for notes or as a teleprompter, and you use the phone as the camera. Again, it's very flexible, but this particular stand is about $75. So again, not cheap, but it's a tablet and phone desk stand for live streaming. So just want to share that with you as well. Another, let me take a quick drink and check the chat. Make sure there's no other questions here. Okay, that all looks good. So let's keep plowing through this and share some cool Facebook Live stuff with you. Another third-party app that has gotten really popular and is pretty cool is called BeLive.tv. And BeLive.tv allows you, again, to broadcast to Facebook Live from your mobile device. And incidentally, I think they also have a desktop version. But the cool thing about that is that they've just got a really neat interface where if somebody makes a comment or asks a question, their question pops up on screen, like you see here in this little example from their website. At the moment, BeLive.tv is in beta, so it's free. I don't know if that's going to be the case forever, but at the moment, BeLive.tv is free, and it's a really cool way to do Facebook Live broadcasts. I have a screenshot here on the right that from my phone. So if you go to BeLive.tv and you have the app, you'll see various people broadcasting. Somebody's from an event, somebody else is from something else, social media success meetup. So you can watch any of those broadcasts, or you can do your own. The other big benefit of doing BeLive.tv is that you can do two people on screen if you do an interview broadcast, what they call a face-to-face. So it's pretty simple. You can do it from your computer, you can do it from your phone, and you can get a guest to be on, so you can do an interview, not unlike what you do like on CNN. So BeLive.tv gives you additional functionality to Facebook Live. Diane had a question if I think the Rode mic is better than the Audio-Technica lav mic. I think it's better only because it's more expensive, so I'm assuming that it's higher quality, but I still use my good old Audio-Technica lav mic on occasion. And again, I don't use a mic at all unless I'm at an event or someplace where there's a lot of ambient noise or outdoors. Where was I? I was at BeLive.tv. So yeah, so that's BeLive.tv. Again, here's another screenshot. You can do a Q&A. You can do a face-to-face. So it really gives you that extra little oomph for Facebook Live. Now, I had something interesting happen just as a cautionary tale here. I tried to do a BeLive.tv today, and Facebook wouldn't accept it because Facebook is not letting me upload videos right now. I got blocked from uploading videos. And the reason is last night I was doing practice Facebook Lives and I was listening to music in the background, and Facebook heard the music and decided that it was copyright infringement. So I got like, you know, an inadvertent slap on the wrist for having music on in the background. So when you do your Facebook Lives, be careful of what might be playing in the background, because Facebook will take that and see it as a copyright infringement. So apologies to Crosby, Stills and Nash, or whoever I accidentally played last night on Facebook. Another cool thing you can do with Facebook Live is find the best time to do your live broadcast. Obviously, you want to broadcast when you've got the biggest possible audience. And the way to find that is go to your business page, go to your regular Facebook business page, then go to Insights. And once you're on the Insights page, go down to Posts. And when you click on that, it's going to give you a graph and show you exactly when you have the biggest number of users, the biggest number of potential viewers. It'll show you by day and by time. So if I'm looking at this, and I don't know what day this is, but let's say it's Wednesday. So for me, midweek, Wednesday, Thursday is I have the most viewers from the hours of 9 to 9 about. So it's fairly consistent, but you can see, you know, obviously I'm not going to broadcast at 4 in the morning. If that's my lowest viewership, I'm going to probably want to stay around midday and midweek. That may or may not be true for you. It depends on your audience, but you can go to Insights and then Posts and find that graph. Everybody has it, and it will show you where your potential viewers are and how your views typically come in, so that you can broadcast at the best time and get the biggest audience. All right, hopefully that makes sense. Again, feel free to put any questions in the chat, and I'm going to keep going here and give you more tips and tricks for Facebook Live. Another third-party software that gives Facebook additional functionality is called OBS, or Open Broadcaster Software. This is free, open source software. And what you do with OBS is it allows you to do Facebook Live from your desktop, and it gives you studio features or additional functionality like multi-camera, screen sharing, effects. So it's kind of like putting a TV studio on your desktop. Now, I'm going to go into a lot more detail in the Facebook Live Challenge class next week on OBS and show you exactly how to do it and do an entire session on that. But for now, I'll just share a couple of screenshots so that you can see what you can do with OBS. So this is what you see here is I'm adding scenes. Like I added a lower third that says click for audio. I added a logo. I can add all kinds of different images or scenes or overlays to my Facebook Live in OBS. And what the viewer will see is this nice, clean video with my logo up there, a little lower third here. I can share my screen from OBS, which I can't do in regular Facebook Live on the phone. So it really gives you a lot of extra functionality. And again, OBS software is a little tricky to set up. It is free, but it's a little tricky to set up and use. So I'm going to teach that in my Facebook Live Challenge next week. I'm going to put the link up for that just in case you're interested before I forget. Under offers in your webinar jam, I'm going to show you where you can sign up for the Facebook Live Challenge, which starts Monday. And we'll go back to our PowerPoint here and continue to share. So again, OBS is free open source software that allows you to do Facebook Live from your desktop. And my favorite part is it allows you to screen share. So I could do, I can go and show slides or share my screen, and then I can come back on camera, which you can't do in regular Facebook. So you need something like OBS to do that. The great thing about OBS is that it's free, and other software that does the same thing, like Wirecast, is like $500. So needless to say, I use OBS. A couple of other things that you want to think about if you decide you want to do live streaming, but you want to do it a little bit differently, or you want to use a different app, is you can use YouTube Live. One of the apps that I use for YouTube Live is called Emoz, which I'll show you in a moment. There are other apps. One's called Busker. There are other apps such as Appear.in or Zoom.us, which I use from time to time, which also allow live streaming. But again, you know, Facebook Live is the biggie here. YouTube Live maybe is a close second. And the other thing from YouTube Live is, like with Facebook, you can also go from your phone or tablet. In this case, these screenshots are from my iPad. You'll see a big red record button, which is the equivalent of the Go Live button for YouTube. And the other thing that's interesting, again, if you're using something like an iPad, is you can shoot your video, upload your video, and even edit your video all from the mobile device. So YouTube Live is an alternative to Facebook Live, and Emoz is an app, a free app, that just makes it a little bit easier to stream video directly to your YouTube channel. And the thing that I like about Emoz is that you can share it to Facebook and Twitter. So you're killing two birds with one stone. You're taking one video and putting it on several platforms. Now, again, I'm going to get into this stuff a lot more next week. I'm just kind of giving you a brief overview, and I'm not suggesting that you go out and get all this stuff. I'm just trying to show you options and show you that there are a lot of free ways to live stream in addition to Facebook Live. And another one of those is called Busker. And again, it's a free app. And this particular one is really more for performers and people that want to kind of get donations or sell things while they're doing their live stream. So it's a little bit more focused towards, you know, performance and pay, and getting, you know, e-commerce going with that. So that's Busker, free app there. And, well, not quite last but not least, there's another app called Appear.in, which allows you to have 8 people on the screen for free. So this is another one. It's very much like Zoom.us, Appear.in. It's really more of a video conferencing app. Obviously, you don't have the built-in audience that Facebook Live has, which is the big reason for doing Facebook Live is you've already got that built-in audience. Cool. So Zoom.us, again, I use it all the time. This is a quick screenshot of our Shank Minds mastermind group, and they regularly have 25, 30 people on there, all of us on camera. The great thing about Zoom.us is I do Q&As on it. I do office hours. I can do one-on-one coaching. I can do one-to-many coaching. And with the free version, you can still do a 40-minute Zoom.us broadcast, and the pro version is about $15 a month, which is what I use because, again, I'm using it for coaching, and I oftentimes have to go more than 40 minutes. One other one, again, brand new from Amazon, is called Chime. And again, this is really, really new. And it's basically their version of Zoom or Appear.in. It's Amazon's video conferencing play. So this is really new at the moment. It's free. I'm sure they're going to charge something for it eventually. But if you want to check out that, if you're a fan of Amazon and you want to check out Chime's video capabilities, you can do that. You can find it at Amazon. And again, so lots of options, lots of ways to go here. I know it can be a little bit overwhelming, but again, that's why Next week, we're going to share all of this and go into much more detail with daily video tutorials. So I hope you'll join me next week for the Facebook Live challenge. It's a 7-day challenge that starts on Monday and runs for a week, obviously 7 days. You can go to bortone.com/FBL or go under the offers area on the right-hand side of this webcast and see it there. What I do is I release a daily video tutorial each day, which goes into details step by step. We've also got a private Facebook group, which is great for posting your videos within that group only, or it's a great way to practice in a supportive environment. So again, there's a new really short video tutorial each day for 7 days. So the idea is go watch the video, watch the tutorial, and then try it out for yourself in the Facebook group or even publicly. So day 1, we've got basics. Day 2, best practices. Day 3, all the features. Day 4, how to do Facebook Live via desktop. As I said, we go into much more detail about the OBS software. We talk about Facebook Live for business and live stream alternatives. So we go into more detail on YouTube Live as well. All right, so I said if you stayed till the end here, which we're wrapping up, I would give you this Facebook Live best practices checklist. So if you had to take one slide from this presentation, even though you can take them all, I would capture this one. By the way, you can get all these slides, the whole PDF of the slides, if you scroll all the way to the bottom of bortone.com/FBL, which is the sales page for the Facebook Live challenge. I put that there, obviously, to make you go to the sales page. So that's a trick we got from Mike Filsane in Webinar Jam. So again, best practices for Facebook Live. Promote your Facebook Live in advance. You can tell your followers on Twitter about it or even right on Facebook. Check your connection. Make sure you've got a good, solid internet connection so that you can do your Facebook Live. You may want to plan your content because, like someone pointed out, there really is no, preview room. You hit that blue button and you're on. So you may want to think about what you're going to script or say. When you're doing your Facebook Live, make sure that you write a good, compelling description, because oftentimes that's the only thing we have to go on to decide whether or not to watch your broadcast. Go live during peak times. I showed you how to find in Insights, how to find when you've got the most viewers on Facebook. Facebook recommends that you broadcast for 10 to 20 minutes so that they have time to build an audience for you. That feels like a long time for me, but I guess the longer you stay on, the more potential viewers you get. So if you can do 10 minutes, then great. You may want to think about, again, if you're using Facebook Live from your mobile device, using both cameras, both the selfie side and the regular camera side, so you can sort of shift perspective. Again, as with any video, include a call to action. What do you want your viewer to do when the live video is over? So you've got to kind of tell them that and give them direction. Another best practice, ask people watching to share the video when it's done. You can broadcast a Facebook Live from inside a Facebook group, which gives you kind of some cool exclusivity. So I may do additional tutorials or additional tips and do the Facebook Live from within the Facebook Live challenge group on Facebook. So that's a nice little option. Again, rock your replay, share it, repost it, reshare it. There's a lot of ways to repurpose that, whether it's on YouTube or within Facebook itself. Once your broadcast is done, you'll get some statistics and analytics, which you can look at and judge, who was there, how long they were there, how long they stayed tuned. So lots of good analytics that you can get. You can edit your replay once the Facebook Live is done, if you decide to do that. You can also boost your replay once it's done with paid boosts or Facebook ads. So if you really like the video and you feel it's a good branding tool for you, you can actually pay to have that broadcast boosted or seen by more people. You can embed the Facebook Live replay into your blog or your website. They give you the embed code to do that. And again, when you can also use third-party apps like BeLive.tv or OBS. And again, as I said, I'm going to share much more about this in the 7-day Facebook Live challenge that starts Monday. So feel free to join us for that. It's pretty reasonable and very interactive. Lots of Q&A, lots of tutorials, and lots of opportunities to practice in a safe environment. So you can check that out at loubortone.com/FBL. Thank you, Vicky. I'm going to see if there are any other questions in the chat room. Wow, we have 50% show up rate. That's unheard of. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. Or 45%. All right, I've got the offer up at the offers section of Webinar Jam. So you can sign up for the challenge right there, or you can go to loubortone.com/FBL and get the entire 7-day Facebook Live course challenge that starts next week. We'll turn you into a Facebook Live master, help you with how to do Facebook Lives, how to do the third-party stuff like OBS and BeLive.tv, and really show you how you can use this for business and how you can use it to generate awareness and get tons of visibility on a platform where tons of people already live. So check that out, loubortone.com/FBL. I'll take another look at the chat to see if there are any other questions. And if not, we will wrap it up. Let me just see here. All right, I don't see any other questions, but that's it then. Cool, we are done. Again, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you found this information helpful. You can find the slides at loubortone.com/FBL. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll see a secret little thing that says, here are the slides. So you can get the entire 47-page PDF. And of course, I will post this replay on Facebook. And you can join us next week. I would love to have you on board for the Facebook Live Challenge, the 7-day Facebook Live Challenge that begins on Monday. What is that? February 20th. So hope to see you there. Thanks again for being here. And we will catch up with you guys soon. If you have any other questions, shoot me an email. And I hope to catch up with you all soon. Thanks again. And we'll see you in the Facebook Live Challenge in a few days. Bye for now.